All right, it's the 12th of June. It's a Thursday, and we got about 20 minutes to the NY Open. Let's go to the chart. All right, bit late today, but that's okay. We have news today, so just a second. Yeah. All right, let's start with the calendar. So today we have PPI, right? It's not as big as CPI, but it is a news event that we need to look at, and that's at 8:30 a.m. EST. So we're going to wait for 8:30 a.m. EST before we open any trades. Um, there very possibly could be volume today as well, today and tomorrow, right? We had a lot of volume yesterday, but a lot of whipsaw yesterday, up and down, and no clean setups to take. We'll talk about that in a bit. Okay, so on the weekly, we're pushing up to fill this wick, right? Now, we could get a rejection today or tomorrow and start to move down. That's possible because this is a rejection of 3,400, but we are coming back up there. So we've passed 3367. The weekly candle is pushing up. If you look at the daily candle is trading above 3367, and it's coming to this area. This area is not a decision level. It's not. The reason it's not is because it's not taken out this demand, right? But we could get a reaction here. It's very possible to get a reaction, but I don't think it will be a reversal where price moves all the way down, right? I think we're heading up. We're heading towards 3,400. But remember, we could get a reaction here because this is daily. This is daily supply. We have a rally, a base, and a drop, but this drop hasn't taken out this demand. So it's unlikely price is going to push all the way down from here. I think it's very likely that we're going to head up to 3,400. And if you look at the 4-hour time frame, yeah, this is the source of this supply right here. The drop base drop, that's the source. That's just about 3,400. Prices come there once, dropped twice, and then dropped. Then it's come there a third time here. It's come there a third time, and we could be coming there a fourth time, right? Could we get a reaction off here? Yes, that's very possible to get a reaction to push down, but we could be coming back up to that decision level, which is this area right here. I'm going to quickly draw a zone there. That area right there. Okay. That area right there, right? So price came there once, came deep into it to 3430. Then we came a second time, we came a third time. If you could come a fourth time, and that's the reason I'm looking at 3,400, a bullish move up, 3,400. And if you look at the past 4-hour candle, it's a clear rejection to push price up. Okay, so we could come down, grab liquidity. The 4-hour candle could close like this. The next one could break the low and then continue higher, right? So there might be a buy trade later on, later on. After the 4-hour candle, after the current 4-hour candle closes and the new 4-hour candle opens, there could be a buy trade to push up later on. Keep that in mind. Okay, let's go to our trading chart. Now, yesterday, very hard to trade yesterday. Big rejection wick, price came down, just ranged after that, continued to range. This is a 30-minute time frame, clear rejection. Price pushed up, but then just came back down and ranged, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, what's that, 4.5 hours. We ranged, and then second half of NY session, price started to push back up again, and a big push up, but this is later on, late into the second half of the NY session. No pullback to get in, and price just continued higher, right? Very hard to trade. Very hard to trade. No pullback to take the sells. Not enough pullback to take the sells. I had placed pending orders here, but then I closed my pending orders later after about an hour and a half. I closed it because price wasn't coming up, and then we just continue to range here. So the sells didn't get activated, and you could have taken a buy here from here, but the buys were short-lived, right? You got 80, 90 pips, and it's just range. There's nothing to do. It's just price just. If you took buys, you had a bear candle that closed against you, then a bull candle again, then price pushed up, then again a bear candle started closing against you. There's just ranging for the next 4.5 hours. Price just ranged, and the second half of NY session price dropped down back to this liquidity candle. This liquidity candle, and then we started to close back above and push straight up. Again, there is no pullback. There is no pullback here to take this trade. Even if this was 30 minutes, this is 30-minute support, and that is could be considered tradable 30-minute bull candle close, but no pullback in the next candle to go up, right? Very difficult sort of price action to trade. In the London session, there was a trade. This is the Asian candle close above 3367. Price dipped back in the London session, pushed up about 100 pips, and then in the London session also we created 30-minute resistance. This is a 30-minute tradable bull bear candle close, and price came to it, respected this high, and then there was a massive drop. So in the London session, there was a clean move, but yesterday in New York, nothing much happening. All right, let's get rid of these things and let's start drawing our zones. Hmm. Very likely pushing up. Yeah, back to 3,400, easy move up. But I would wait for price to dip back in and then push up. Very likely with the next 4-hour candle. Not right now. Just give me a second. Okay. All right. So let's start. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of all of this. Start with a clean enough chart. Let's get rid of this also. Get rid of that also. Okay. Start with a clean chart today. Okay. So demand. That's a demand zone. 246 pips. That's a drop. These are all basin candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 basin candles and a clean push up. Let's start with that. Let's put the numbers there. 968, 553. Okay. Let's take a look at this on the 1 hour time frame as well. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. It's clean on the 4 hour. Right, let's take a look at this area because price has dipped into 3350, pushed back up, forming support. There is a zone there on the 1 hour, 30 minute. Yeah, there is a zone there, a rally base rally, then a rally here as well. Yeah, yeah, it's better. This is a rally, three basin candles, and a rally, right? Leg out because we're passing 3367. We're going over 3367. And then this one, there is no base here because I don't want to really look at the 15-minute time frame. There is a base there on the 15, but I don't really go down to 15-minute time frame. So on the 30-minute, since we've crossed 3350, there is a drop and a rally here. So the number on the 668 and 863. 668, 863. Okay, 538, 544. All right, that's demand. Now, for our supply, zone here that price has passed, then we have this zone here. Start with this. 353, 821. Okay, let's take a look at that on the 1 hour. Yeah, that's good. 30-minute, yeah, we're good. Should come deeper into that zone. Okay, 353. Okay, those are the zones, right? We have one new supply zone here. In fact, a readjusted supply zone. Now that, as I said, on the daily time frame, that's a reaction, right? We're coming there for the, what is that? Yeah, price has come here once, twice, three times, but it's the first time price is coming to this candle here, right? To this zone, it's the first time price is coming here, right? So we could get a reaction and push down. You got to keep that in mind. Yeah, it's very possible we get a reaction and push down. Yeah, let's extend this also to the right. Eventually price should come up there. That's 500 pips, that's good enough. Yeah, that's the liquidity candle, the 15-minute. It's very likely where we're heading to, 3,400. If you have a pullback, we can push back up. Let's see. I would prefer to take buys than take in sells. I would prefer to take buys. Okay, I would prefer buys. A pullback, 4-hour, break the 4-hour low, and then a buy to go back up. That's what I would prefer today, if there is volume. Okay. Right. Let's take a look at these demand zones and see if they're high liquidity zones. Start with the 1 hour. Yeah. Right. On the 1 hour, yes, this has taken out this supply right here. This zone has taken out. This is there's a rally and a lot of basin candles and then a clean drop, and this move up has gone above that high, so that's a high liquidity zone. And then this one here hasn't taken out anything to the left, so I'm not going to mark that, but the one below has. This demand here has taken out this high. This push up has taken out this high, making this a high liquidity zone, right? And the weekly SR level runs right through it. Perfect. Okay. This zone on the left obviously has taken out a lot of demand, has taken out demand here, 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 so making this a high liquidity zone. Okay, done. Okay, let's look at the supply and see if there is a high liquidity candle here, because price is coming here for the first time, so there has to be one. All right, on the 1 hour, let's start with the 1 hour. This is the largest candle. It's a 220 pip candle. Let's start with that. Let's go to the 30-minute. Yeah, it's still that candle. Let's look at the 15-minute. It's this candle right here. Perfect. Let's go to the 5-minute. Yeah, perfect. 5-minute candle. 558057. Yeah, 150 pip candle, 149 pip candle. Perfect. Okay, and that's exactly where price has come to. We formed 30-minute resistance. We're trying to react there. And we could be pushing down. 14. Very similar to yesterday. Very similar to yesterday. Coming up. Yeah. Wonder if you could take a sell here. Here. 30 pip stop loss. One here and one here. I don't mind trying it. Anyway, let's take a look at this candle here. Let's take a look at the zone here and see if price has, if we have a high liquidity candle in here. On the 1 hour, it's that candle. On the 30-minute, it's 97 pips, 84. On the 30-minute, it's this. On the 15-minute, 79 pips. Yeah, I would come here, 15-minute. This one. 79. 5-minute. 79. Also 79. Let's go with this one. 327538. 538. Okay, let's take a look at this zone here. On the 15-minute, nothing. On the 5-minute, no. This entire candle, there's nothing here though. 55. Maybe this one. Let's take a look at the 1-minute. Five 541005. Okay, and then this large zone here. This would be the largest candle for now, 234 pips. Start with that, go to the 30-minute. Still that one. 15-minute. Still that candle. Yeah. Yeah, I'd keep the 15-minute candle there. 211, 388. Okay, that's it. Let's take a look at what price has done in the Asian and London session. So these are the demand zones. We have three liquidity candles here. We have a liquidity level here. We have the EMAs here for price to pull down. Again, I would wait. I would wait for buys. Could take sells. It's possible to take sells from here. If price comes here, I'll very likely take a sell. Very likely to take a sell if it comes here. 856192. 56. Five to seven. Yeah, a sell probably there. Look at the 1 minute, possibly there. 85. Yeah, tight stop loss. 30 pips, 16, yeah, 16 or 17 pips. Price to come down, further down. Let's see. Let's take a look at what price has done in the agency. I'm not placing any pending orders yet. I want to see, let price come there. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's the market open right there. The market opened at 3356.7. We're coming up there. Let's see. We are closing above 30-minute candle is rejecting, closing above. Dicey, risky, very risky. 20 minutes for the candle to close. Maybe. I'm going to take a sell here. It's a tight stop loss, 18. 25, then one here, 85, 86, 686. Tight stop loss, 16 pips, 30 pips, around, yeah, 16.5 pips, 30 pips. Let's see, because we have prices come here for the first time, clear 30-minute rejection, tradable 30-minute back candle close inside pre-NY, even though there is news. News is still 20 minutes away. We could get a push down. That's the reason I've taken the trade. We are rejecting this. It's a risky trade, but I'm risking a small amount taking a trade here. Yeah, anticipating. Yeah, 15-minute candle closed below. Next one closed above, pushing up. Let's see. Stop loss is there. Hard stop loss, right? Hard stop loss is here. 856. 856. Five eight two. 786. Let's see if we can get there. Now, let's look at this area for managing risk. Oh, yeah. Pushing down from here. Didn't come up there. Came here for the first time. That's the reason I wanted to take a sell, but we're already pushing down. Already pushing down. Already pushing down. Let's see. Got 3 pending orders here. So not sure if you're going to come back up. We've already pushed down 46 pips. Thirty-minute rejection. First visit to a 4-hour supply zone. This is the first time price is coming here. It fell short, didn't come up here. This is the first time. Hence, The reason I'm looking for sells, but price has already moved. Already moved. Could come down here. We've already moved. I don't want to chase price. We reacted to this. Yeah, I don't want to chase price. Yeah, it's a bear candle close. Yeah, we're dropping. Yeah. 'See if price can come back up there. Could. 13 minutes move for news. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's better not to chase price. Just wait. If these get triggered, they get triggered. Let's see if price pushes down after that. If they get triggered, but I'm not going to chase price. Let it. I'm just going to leave it. I've got 3 pending orders there. These 3 levels here, marked in green. Those are your stop loss levels. 3388, 3388.5, right? You can get out at 3388, or you can get out at 338.5, or just above 338.5. Anticipating price to come down here, back to liquidity. So if you get that, if you get triggered and pushed down, that's about a 160, 170 pip drop. Yeah, almost 200 pip drop if you get triggered at 3386.9. This is a risky, this is a counter trend trade. But the reason I'm looking at is, as I said, prices come to supply for the first time. Very likely going to come above this high. I'm going to delete this pending order. It's very likely price is going to come above this high. Yeah. If it comes to optimal, I'll take it. If it doesn't, I don't care. I'm not going to chase price. If it comes here, I'll take it. These are the 2 entries. I deleted this entry. Let's see. Wait for news. Another 10 minutes, 11 minutes for news. I would like to see this 30-minute candle close below the Asian high, or the London high. In the Asian session, we moved 200 pips. No, is it? Yeah, 200 pips. And in the London session, there's a massive drop, 370 pip drop. So what happened was price was bullish. It was at the end of the NY session, very bullish. Second half of NY session, 220 pip candle to push up. And then if you look at the 50-minute time frame, price continued higher. The market opened here, pushed further up to 3367, rejected, closed below, continued down, created the Asian low, pushed back up to 3367, range there for a while, pushed straight up, came down, pushed further up, created the Asian high, range for a long time, created the London high, pushed straight down to this liquidity candle here. Tap the liquidity candle, create another liquidity candle on the way up, closed above the Asian low, formed another liquidity candle, continued up to 3367, and then pushed all the way back above the London high, Asian high, closed above, and to the liquidity candle. And now we rejected the liquidity candle, formed 30-minute resistance and a tradable 30-minute back candle close. And now price is coming down. Ooh, that's nice, but oh man, sad. Ah, yeah, coming down. It's coming down. That's okay. Let it come down. I'm not fussed about it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to if it comes up, triggers the entry is great. I'm not going to chase price here. Yeah, we could come up. Got to be careful. Price could. There is no top wick on this candle. We could come up all the way here. That's why I took out my entry here. This, that's a very tight stop loss. 30 pips. Under 30 pips. 26 pips. And this one is what? 11 pips. That's fine. 26, 11 pips. That's okay. That's tight. A very tight stop loss. Yeah. Coming back up. The trade that I would like to take today are the buys. Yeah. Below this. Buys from here is what I want to take to push up. That's the better trade. That is the trend trade. Buys. Maybe here, maybe from 3367, push back up. For that, you got to wait. You got to have that wait for price to push down, create 30-minute support, tradable 30-minute bull candle to close, and get a trade. Now, are we going to range like this? Very possible. We've not seen volume in NY session. And then you could have a move, price, go past the lows, and then we push up. Hmm. 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes for news. Expecting good numbers. Could it could it be good numbers or bad numbers? Expecting good numbers. Expecting 0.3. It was a negative number last time. Expecting 0.3. If we get better than 0.3, price should push down, at least temporarily. If we get bad numbers, then it might push up. Yeah. If price drops here directly, that's fine. If price pushes up and it hits this red line, then I'm going to close my trade. Hopefully, I'll lose less. I'll be able to close the trade and not get slipped. 3388 or 3388.5. Pending orders here. Optimal and sniper. We could come up above this high. This candle has no top wick. 30-minute candle is very likely to close bullish, forming support. We could push all the way up, and that is why I've got a tight stop loss. And soon as we get to that area there, I'm going to close. 3 minutes to news. Let's see. In news, if we struggle, then I might take a sell here. If we begin to struggle, should have broken this low. Buys, I'm going to be looking for buys below this 4-hour candle low in this wick. This rejection wick is where I'm going to be looking for buys. There's a 230 pip range under this 4-hour candle low. In that area is where I'm going to be looking for buys. Later on, it's going to be later on. That area. See, a minute more for news. See if he push up. I'm going to have my finger on the trigger. If you push straight up, then I'm going to close. 3388. 30-minute candle should close bullish. Next one should break the high, come higher. That's the reason I'm not going to open any trades here. The next one should break the high. Once we close, this has a wick to fill. We should come higher. 30 seconds. If you push straight up, I'm closing 388, 3388. Okay, I'm taking a sell there because we're struggling. I'm taking a sell there. Took a sell there. Let's see if we come further up. Yeah, coming up. Coming up. It's bad numbers. Oh, we're pushing up. The bad numbers. Let's see, price is pushing down. Sniper entry triggered. Let's see what happens. If we come up, I'm closing. If we come up to 33388. Yeah, we're pushing up. We need a 5-minute back, a strong back handle close here. Remember, this is a counter trend trade, yeah? It's a riskier trade. The better trade are the buys from below. That's why I have a very tight stop loss. It's about 22 pips. That's about 13, 14 pips. And this one is a little more. This candle has no bottom wick. What's this low? 82.76. We should break that low. 82.76. Are we going to break it and stay down, push down, or are we going to push back up? 82.76. There we go. Broke 82.76, running 40 pips. 45. Can we push further down? 50 pips from entry. All right, partial positions closed. Stops came to break even. Shouldn't push back up. We'll bring this stop loss here. Oh, we're coming up again. That's my stop loss. No volume news. Nothing's happening. We broke the 30-minute low and we came back up. If this candle closes bullish, I'm going to close everything. If this 5-minute candle closes bullish, which means the next candle then is going to break above the high and continue higher. 3 minutes, let's see. This 5-minute candle needs to flip bearish, push down. Because this candle rejected the area, so this candle should flip bearish and push down, not close bullish. If it closes bullish, that means you're trading into this wick, and the next one will break the high and continue higher. Makes no sense to hold the trade. Yeah, we're coming up, coming up. 3388. Oh, closed, closed, closed everything. 3388. Done. Pushing up. Now, now we got to just wait. Now let price push up. Let it do its thing. If you get 30-minute resistance forms and a 30-minute back handle closes, tradable back handle closes, you can take sells to come down because we are in a liquidity area, 3000, this liquidity candle. We're very likely going to break through this, come into 3400. You could push even further. So if 30-minute resistance forms and a tradable 30-minute back handle closes, could take the sells to come down. But the trade I'll be looking for to take are the buys from here in this range. This 230 pip range for price to pull back, create support, and then a push back up. That's the trade I'm looking for. Not here. Here, we're going through this, and we're possibly going through this as well. Both these. And then we can possibly come up here, that's when you might get sells to come back down. Right now, there's nothing to do. Mhm, mhm. The Asian session and London sessions have been so much better. So much better. 30-minute resistance from. There was a liquidity candle here to the left, right? Yesterday that we had drawn, there was a liquidity candle here to the left. I don't remember where it was, but there was a liquidity candle here to the left. The price came to, right? So 30-minute resistance formed right here. This is the London Open right here. 30-minute resistance form, tradable 30-minute back handle close. This is a doji, but we form resistance. Here, tradable 30-minute back handle close. And if you draw a fib, so very tight trade, but a beautiful trade. This high broke this one broke this high. Five eight two three 582, and look at that. 6 pips stop loss, 7 pips stop loss from sniper entry. Straight to liquidity, 250 pips down. First here, 80 pips, and then here, 250 pips. Then further down to the liquidity candle, 350 pips, another 100. Clean move down. NY has been absolute garbage for a while now. 30-minute candle closed above the London high. We're pushing up. We need price to continue higher, create 30-minute. We're very likely going past all of this, but it's going to take time, right? We're very likely heading to 3,400, then probably go through that and come here. What is this? We've done 518 pips today. Yeah, 518. Yeah, 518. Yeah, possibly from here, about 600, 650, even here, 700 pips, and then we get a push down. Or from here or from here. Right now, nothing. Just wait. Gotta have patience. 252, 259. Yeah, this area, this is the wick. 863. That's that wick. That's where liquidity is. Somewhere in here. We have a liquidity candle here. We have one here. There's a liquidity level here. this gray area. Price is very, very slow. No new, no. There is no volume. This is clean London volume. Push down, retrace the entire move up because we came here, tapped this candle, liquidity candle. We created this yesterday on the way up. We tapped it perfectly. Hmm. Yeah, there's nothing happening right now. There's no volume. Yeah, there's nothing. Just price is just. Okay, here's what I'm going to be looking for, right? Um, there's no volume. It's pointless just hanging around doing nothing here. I'm going to come back to the charts later on. Buys below the 4-hour candle low. Below this low. In this range, 230 pip range, right? Buys from here. Below the 4-hour candle low, right? So wait for the 4-hour candle to close. Below this is where I'm looking for buys because that's the wick, right? That's a rejection wick. Clear liquidity grab from 2,350, from 3,350. Big massive wick push up. 230 plus pip wick, right? That's where volume is, 260 pip wick. That's where volume is. That's where I'm looking for buys under this 4-hour candle low, right? For later on, if there is volume, if we continue to push down and then push back up, that's where the buys are. For buys. For sells, price could push straight up, go past this liquidity candle, go above 3395.58, head to 3400, could even go past that, right? And then wait for 30-minute resistance to form and a 30-minute tradable back candle to close to take the sells to come down, right? That's the sell idea. Buys under this candle low. Wait for price to come under, create 30-minute support, 30-minute tradable bull candle close to push back up, right? That's the buy idea and the sell idea from here, right? Until then, there's nothing to do. It's going to take time. There's no volume in the market. There's really no volume. It's best to come back in about, when's the 4-hour candle close? Yeah, very likely wait for at least another, wait for the hour, for the 4-hour candle to close. Wait for the 4-hour candle to close. Don't do anything. Just an hour more for the 4-hour candle to close. Could possibly get volume after the 4-hour candle close for a trade to come back down. That's very likely. Just wait for that. Nothing's going to happen. Anything. There is no trade right now. And even in the next 30 minutes, there is not going to be a trade. It's best to wait because once the next 30-minute candle closes, even if the next 30-minute candle closes a bear candle, 30 minutes after that is going to be the 4-hour candle close. So it's better to wait for the 4-hour candle to close because there's very likely to be a lot of liquidity coming in when the new 4-hour candle opens. So wait for that and then look for the setup. That's what I would do. Wait for another hour. All right. Yeah, that's it. I'm not going to. There's no volume. There's nothing to do. There was no volume at all. NY open. It's been an hour. Yeah, I'll be here for another couple of minutes, 3-4 minutes. Then we'll end the stream. All right, nothing's happening here. So I've shared the ideas for later on, where I'm looking for buys under the 4-hour candle low in this range. If price gets there, wait for 30-minute support to form and a 30-minute tradable bull candle to close to take the buys to go up, if that happens today. Could happen later on, much later on, or could happen Asian session tomorrow as well. For sells, price is going to come up either from here or from the next liquidity candle. Wait for 30-minute resistance to form and a tradable 30-minute back candle to close to take the trade to come down. Right, stop loss above the 30-minute resistance, uh, above the 30-minute candle high that created resistance. All right. All right, and if it comes down, it's coming back to liquidity. So your liquidity levels could be the EMAs or 3367 or the liquidity candle or lower. All right, there's been nothing this week in the New York session, nothing. Even with CPI, nothing. Just price whipsawed yesterday. Pushed up, pushed down, just ranged. Pushed down later on, second half of NY session, end of NY session, then big push up. NY session, nothing. Nothing to trade in the NY sessions this week. I don't know, I'm just might be best to just move to the London session. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. If this continues, maybe for next week as well. Hopefully next week is what? FOMC? Yeah. Interest rates. Next week is interest rates. The week after that, nothing. And then that's NFP week again. Yeah. So next week, if nothing happens next week, I don't know, I might consider switching to the London session. It's cleaner volume, the London session. Much better, cleaner volume. Um, yeah, let's see. Hopefully we'll have some volume next week. We got retail sales on Tuesday. We got nothing on Monday. Retail sales on Tuesday, and then these two major news events. But that's outside of the stream hours. So we should get a move in the Asian and London session again, or maybe the New York session the next day. On Thursday there's a bank holiday, Juneteenth. Okay. Yeah, nothing. 30-minute support form. Prices trying to push back up. Just wait for the 4-hour candle to close. Don't do anything. 4-hour candle is going to close in an hour 58 minutes. Just wait for the 4-hour candle to close. Don't try to do anything here. Even if 30-minute resistance forms, so tradable 30-minute back candle closes, just wait for the 4-hour candle to close. Once the 4-hour candle closes, there should be a if you form 30-minute resistance here, price could push up with the 4-hour candle to break the high and then continue down. So just wait for the 4-hour candle to close. Don't do anything until the 4-hour candle closes. Right, that's my advice. All right, see you guys tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. EST. We'll see if there is a trade for the NY session tomorrow. We'll see. All right, take care.